been with you for so many years now, and now you kind of this last year you kind of rebranded more as this net worth network. It's about the members themselves, and it's really kind of adapted and moving forward. And as Kurt was kind of saying, it's not just about the reason why I come here. It's about actually creating a community, a bit of like what's the one in London? We have that I can't even say the word. Entrepreneurial clubs, like coming together. Like you've got, we do the charity day. What do we do, Curtis? The golf day.
Oh, what? Here.
Yeah.
It was a very, very good day, to be fair.
We did the golf day together, brought everybody together. It's for charity. It's about actually, as much as it is coming supporting you and having fun in the sun and charity, but it was also like talking to all the other business owners and actually realizing that you can help each other. And without that kind of network of being together, there it is again.
There you go. So
like you like, okay, well,
you're doing it for me.
I'm in London here and you're doing this.
Found a place I can get my car serviced for a very cheap price.
That's right.
I got a good guy, just great corporate staircases. Not that I need one of them yet,
but when you do.
But when I do,
absolutely.
I've got everything sorted. Was that reason for bringing people together?
Yeah, we and again, don't mind admitting, we used a consultancy firm to come in and help us with this. And essentially that process was a learning experience, an amazing one at that, because we really, what they essentially did is got really into the guts of what we do and what makes us different. And they did that with a completely independent process where they spoke to, I think they spoke to you, didn't they, AJ? They spoke to members, they spoke to staff, spoke to team members,
just
prospective clients,
like,
and trying to understand what makes what we do exactly, and that's what came out of that. Is ultimately what we do is we're and again I can't sound like I'm quoting the brand book now, but ultimately we're generous, we connect, and again, like the thing on the wall, more than just money. We connect with people and we share with people.
True values, and I think them values really stem from whenever we do a job. Like we always do pantomime at the end of the year, and one thing that we never really thought about
down to the top people.
If you're at the top and you're supposedly the celebrity, the star booking, whoever's the number one booking, if that person comes in early, leaves late, works hard, brings snacks, brings the right energy,
doesn't have an ego,
and doesn't have an ego or any chip on their shoulder, then nobody below them has the right to be in that position where they're late or they're sloppy or they haven't learned their lines or they feel like they're better than anybody else because it stems down from the top. And that's one thing that I really find with yourself and your team is everybody is happy and enjoyable. Curtis said it's because we're all Northerners. We're not.
There's an element to that.
It does help a little bit, not alienating anybody else who's listening or watching. But it's definitely that energy is what makes it exciting. Every time I come here, it makes me happy.
It's very warm and family vibe,
and that's
very easy to come into.
And I can't describe. And I know Amy would be the same as a fellow director, and obviously my sister, and anybody else that is here, and someone like Ash who's been here from the very start, you couldn't tell them anything better to make them feel better about what we do, because that is although you don't set up things make it feel homely just naturally by the way we do what we do. If that's how it feels, we feel like we're winning.
Feels like good energy. You put good energy out, it's going to come back to you, and that's one thing that I believe in life.
It comes from humility, a massive amount of that. As I say, we don't take trust lightly, and accountability. We're responsible. If we get that wrong, I believe that's on us. So that makes us work really hard to make sure we don't get it wrong.
Yeah, I think you've kind of hit the nail on the head there. Some people whenever you hear about investing and fees, you kind of hear about, okay, the fees are so high, they're always going to win, because if you're up or you're down, they're still getting the fees, they're winning. Whereas within this scenario, like, yes, you're a business, you want to make money. Everybody wants to make money. That's hands down. And I like to hire people and pay people, because I know that if they've done a bad job, you're paying them. They should be doing a good job. But in this scenario is, for example, if you're not making money from me, you're not making money and I'm not making money. We all want to be moving the right way. And it's about taking accountability for your actions, your team. And that's one thing that you always do. It's like, well, some things you can't prepare for. That's life. That is what it is.
18 months.
But it's always about, you are like, no, this is what we want to do. This is how we're moving forward. And that's one thing that I always respect fully. And you don't hide from that. Like, if something's gone wrong, you own that it's gone
Yeah.
wrong. Not that anything has gone wrong, minus the world wars and all that stuff.
Yeah,
boys.
Yeah, touch wood, but I
Can't
don't think
control
anything's
that.
gone wrong yet with you, Wes.
And I think the managing the assets thing is part of that. You know, the accountability. I knew what we were taking on once we started doing that. When once we become discretionary managers, having that discretion comes with a huge amount of responsibility. Not to mention the regulatory burden and cost. And I mentioned to you at the moment we're in the middle of an audit. Which one thing we, even though we're a fairly small firm in our relative space, I guess, we have to have that every year. But
so that audit that's happening in the office next door,
literally next door,
right now. So she is fundamentally going through your books and just checking that everything adds up, and you're doing everything
correct and legal,
because we require from the regulator requires a report
once a year.
Every year requires a report from an independent auditor to state that. And that's a regulatory requirement. That's our license. We can't function much like a doctor or a lawyer need a license to trade. That's our FCA regulation is our license to trade, and because we have that extra permission to manage those assets discretionarily, we have to go through those.
Does
extra.
That cost you more? To have
absolutely, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Wouldn't change it.
And some people wouldn't understand that, would they? Like a standard manager wouldn't.
No, an ANIFA down the road or whatever. And again, financial planning and financial advice in its own right absolutely is a business and is a profession and expertise.
Yeah.
The fact that we do both is just the way we choose to do business. But it adds a huge extra layer of responsibility and accountability and regulatory responsibility too.
The all-encompassing.
You wouldn't want Alaric to sit in here and start talking about the amounts of returns he has to do to the regulator because we manage money, but he'd be here all day. But so it does add all that, but worth it for me because of what I mentioned before, the ability to really link the strategies and the investment to the plan.
Yeah,
because we do both.
Yeah,
as opposed to, and I suppose as an alternative for people that don't know, if you were, financial advisor and we'll set up a pension or whatever it is, and you're managing a financial plan, but there'll be ABC Limited asset manager over here, I won't mention any names or whatever, who might be managing that asset. You don't really have any direct control over that. Yeah. And hopefully they're brilliant and they'll do the job. But because we do both, yes, we take on all that accountability, but man, can we really kind of link the investment to the plan? And I absolutely love that. That's really important to me.
No, it's you can tell the passion when you're talking. No, I love it. Just before you go anywhere, we just want to say thank you very much to listening to Freedom Impact Trust. We love your reviews, so please do leave them because it helps other people find us, doesn't it, Curtis?
Yes, it does. As AJ said, comment, like, subscribe, share it with a friend, share it with the entire world. Let everybody know that this is the podcast that you guys are listening to, and jot down some comments of any financial advice that you want or any questions. We'll be happy to answer all of them at the best of our knowledge. Thanks again for listening, guys. We hope you've enjoyed it and we love you all.
Yeah, we just want to thank our sponsors, Fint, the financial investment app where you can invest from as little as £50 a month. Yes, Curtis, £50 a month. So easy.
I like it. And don't forget that it's all within 3 portfolios. Simplicity. It's easy. Get investing, guys.
Have a great day.
See you later.